Peter Schrager.
Yeah, Schrager.
How you doing, Schrags?
I'm doing great. I'm in Tampa. I'm on sidelines for this Saturday Buccaneers-Panthers game, but I don't know how you guys are still standing. I turned on the television 2 nights ago. There you are, doing your thing. I put it on last night. There you are on the other side of the country doing your thing. Can you just tell me, I know you probably talked about it, was there a greater American moment than that B-2 bomber going over the Rose Bowl?
No, the weather thought they had America. The weather thought they had us, okay? That's what they thought. And then all of a sudden, we're back out there for halftime. 4 Air Force men, properly blues. I mean, they come up to us, they go, hey, when the clock hits 0, B2 is coming right over that scoreboard right there. And I was like, excuse me? I had to take my ears out. I said, excuse me, I thought that was canceled. They go, they thought it was. It's not. When that clock hits 0, B2 is coming over there. To start the second half of the Rose Bowl, this B-2 stealth bomber comes flying overhead. They thought they beat the B-2. They thought the flyover was not going to happen because there was a couple clouds and maybe a little pressure in the atmosphere. That thing flew from Missouri to Pasadena. There was no chance we weren't going to see maybe our aviation anomaly. The B-2 bomber, shaped like a falcon, to be faster than you, stronger than you, more stealth than you.
I love that shot.
An indicative message to the rest of the world that we're America and you're not. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything more American than flying over the Rose Bowl as Indiana, with their story of everything that happens inside of it, taking on Alabama, with college football happening in a massive way to start 2026. Yeah, I'd say that's the most American thing you could be a part of, and we salute the hell out of the troops. The past, the present, and the future, and any future bombers that we got that take out assholes around the world that don't like us, shout out to them as well. Good question, Schrags. That's why you're an Emmy Award-winning journalist.
I loved it. It was cool. I got emotional, and you said it. You said there's 2 things that no other country has: college football and that B-2 bomber, and that got me riled up, baby.
We got college football, you don't. Shout out America, and we got that thing. I don't know what everybody else has, but I feel good about where we're at forever. Yeah. And it was a beautiful thing. There was a couple off-mic moments people thought that got caught on air. That was crazy. People were like, these guys don't know they're on air. It's like, what?
Oh, you mean red,
that's
white,
what we
boner?
do.
Said that right into this mic.
Yeah, and I said freedom erection. Yeah, right into another microphone. And then I saw people going, it's crazy what these people will say whenever they're not on the microphone. It's like, even crazier, lady. We're dropping that shit right onto the live mic. And who was I talking to? There was somebody grabbed my microphone. And whenever I said, it feels like somebody's talking into my microphone, I guess you couldn't hear it on the feed. Some audio person was trying to fix my microphone because it wasn't working. And he was just talking right into it. Yep. And it was going into all of our ears, like while I was talking. So I was trying to tell that guy to turn off the microphone because you were speaking into our ears. I guess the feed couldn't hear it. But then people were like, oh, they don't think they're live. It's like, we know we're live. And did you see what we just saw?
Yeah.
You're not getting a freedom erection? I
Call sign Death 11. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Okay. I think we're having.
It's not a jet. It's a bomber.
Yeah. Emmett McMahon, properly known as PMI Mitt, texted in the group as this thing happened. That jet was sweet. It's not a jet. Okay. It's a stealth bomber. I guess it does fly in the sky, though, where other jets would potentially be, so we respect that. He is employed by us, so we are certainly a part of the problem, and we'll try to learn him up. And now, on that note, let's learn about some ball. You're down in Tampa, I think? Huge one.
Yeah.
I'm in Tampa. Let's talk about
Real quick,
Carolina and Tampa Bay. Go ahead.
I did want to say something because I'm watching Cignetti. I watch you and Cignetti go back and forth, and we're talking about him in the college game. Like, it is not a deep class of NFL coaches right now.
Don't you even think about it.
Nope. You're talking about Vrabel last year and Ben Johnson. I don't know if there's a hotter coach in any level than this guy. And if you look at those vacancies, Adam said it earlier, there might be 4 or 5 more. I'd be very curious to see if an NFL team picks up that phone and calls old Bloomington, Indiana, and just inquires that gentleman right there. Because I don't know if I've ever seen a better coaching job than what this man has done.
He's very comfortable in his own skin. He is who he is. He's a talent evaluator. He loves college ball. Obviously, he's dedicated his entire life to it. What he's doing for Indiana, incredibly remarkable and unbelievable. And he even said, be a good movie, wouldn't it? And then Reese was like, is there a follow-up to that? And Sig was just like,
Hoosiers.
No, he didn't say that. That was later. But Reese did ask him about his thoughts on it, and he said it'd be a good movie. And then Reese was like, I don't know if you're going to keep going or not. And then Sig just kind of looks at him. Okay, next question. Reese, next question. Sig is like that, though. I mean, you are on, even when we talk to him, I feel like we get along with him very well. I don't know where he's going. I genuinely don't know where he's going. And I think that's a part of his greatness. His team loves him. His team has obviously rallied around him. The school has rallied around him. The state has rallied around him. And I think he loves exactly where he's at. Yeah. I mean, when you talk about statues, that thing's already made. I mean, he's already got a statue in Bloomington. Who knows what else will come? I appreciate you acknowledging this.
I said it's one of the great coaching jobs ever. And I asked Twitter, I'm like, is there a comp? And where a guy comes and out of nowhere, a program that's just been moribund and asleep for 100 years suddenly becomes a power. And the only two comparisons I got that were even close, that I think were good, Bill Snyder at Kansas State, he resurrected that thing, but that was with a lot of JUCO guys, and they built it up, and they had that great run with Michael Bishop and Darren Sproles and all that. And then Jim Calhoun at UConn, because UConn is up there in stores, not necessarily a power. And then all of a sudden, UConn was rattling off Big East championships and national titles. But that is a elite company of coaching.
I think Brad, too, here at Butler, right?
Yeah, Brad Stevens for sure.
Yeah.
Whenever he did.
Consistent multiple years of national title contention.
Now, I don't want to say, like, basketball is not comparable to football, but it's hard because there's like 13 people on their roster, and then there's 85 to 100 on a football roster. So getting everybody to buy in like that, obviously a taller task, but I'm not putting down basketball coaching as well. Obviously, it's difficult. But yeah, Sig's special, man. He's awesome. And he's a Western Pennsylvania guy that went to West Virginia, and now he's out here in Indiana. It's like he and I have a lot in common. I've met 1,000 Curt Cignetti-like peoples in my life. There's only one Curt Cignetti, though.
Yeah.
I love that. Great take.
He is he's a special Italian, man. Special Italian Inzer, who is special for ball. Okay, let's bounce around to the NFL a little bit. You're down there for the NFC South battle. Now, Carolina wins, and they're in. Bucks win. Atlanta loses, Bucks win. Atlanta wins, Tampa Bay wins, Carolina's in. That is basically how it goes, right? Carolina, 2 out of the 3 different outcomes, going to be the NFC South champs and host the playoff game. What are the other storylines going into this one, other than the Bucks have been absolute ass? What are your thoughts there?
They have been. They're 1-7 the last 8 weeks. They started off 6-2, and in that 6-2 start, they won a game in Seattle. They beat the Texans with that defense, and they beat the 49ers straight up. And then they went off the rails, and they've been awful ever since. We spoke with the Buccaneers yesterday, had a good chat with Baker. It's basically, this is the first week of the season where they don't control their own destiny in the division. And the message around the team was, look around. We're a bunch of veterans. We've all been here. We've all done this. Let's leave it out there on the field, and let's do this. Let's play free. They're hoping to get Tristan Wirfs on the field. I think he'll play. And they're hoping to get Kalijah Cansey back, who has been out for 14 weeks and is their energy guy and their best player on their defensive line next to Vita Vea. So there is hope in the air. They are not a defeated bunch. And yet, to your point, if you're at home and you're trying to figure it out the playoff-wise, Buccaneers fans need to root for Baker, and they got to root for Tyler Shuck.
Last question on this game. Go ahead, AJ.
Yeah, Schrags, people have tried to, I guess they hypothesize maybe that Baker's not 100%. Do you know if you get any feeling that this guy's banged up a little bit?
Oh yeah, Baker's all sorts of banged up. I mean, he's playing with about 100.
What's the most?
It's one of those.
What's the biggest problem you think?
Well, I could look at the injury report and what I got. I don't have it on me right now, but there's multiple things listed, and he's going to play and be Baker and be what he's going to be. That's what it is, and it's his whole body's aching. What's interesting is it's the first time he's had all 4 wide receivers healthy. The last couple of weeks, and that includes Jalen McMillan and Mike Evans, who have been out. So they get Bucky Irving back there. They get Tristan Wirfs if they can. Like, suddenly they're the healthiest they've been in weeks. But Baker, of course, is banged up, but he's not going to miss this for the world.
Let's go to the number 1 seed in the NFC Saturday night special. Go ahead, Ty.
Yeah, Schrags, what do you think the biggest takeaway is from 49ers and Seattle? Seattle, I don't know. I mean, maybe they've obviously been very good all year, but no one is playing as good as the San Francisco 49ers.
Well, it sounds like Ty's already made
now.
his selection there, didn't it?
Well,
Seattle, I don't know, he says.
Well, I'm just saying, I mean, Brock Purdy is arguably the best player in the NFL right now.
Kind of done this with Darnold already.
Yeah, we kind of have done this with Darnold already, but he, he has obviously a big shot at redemption. How do you see this one going?
Well, I think it's an incredible game, and we're blessed on ESPN to have both of these games on our network on Saturday. And you look at Darnold, you look at last year, you also look at the fact that Clint Kubiak is a Kyle Shanahan disciple, and Sam Darnold spent all that time with Kyle Shanahan when he was the backup to Purdy. And you think, does Kyle Shanahan have something up his sleeve where he knows this other team and knows how to solve them? I would also look at this. Two other parts to this game that are really interesting to me. The first one is an easier one. There's a carrot at the end of this game. If they win this game, they do not have to leave their homes the rest of the year. The Super Bowl is in.
What?
The Super Bowl is, well, they can go to the facility, but the Super Bowl is in Santa Clara.
Ooh.
And it would be the first time ever that the number 1 seed also has a Super Bowl at home. So we've seen the Buccaneers and the Rams win Super Bowls in their building, but they went on the road and they had to do some things to get there. This one will be fascinating because the Super Bowl being there means that they can get a full week off after this.
That's cool.
And then 2 games and then the Super Bowl. Unheard of stuff. So that's the carrot. The second thing, which I think is really interesting, as we're debating Stafford or Maye, remember, humans vote on this award in the MVP. What Christian McCaffrey has done the last few weeks on 2 primetime games.
All right.
With the rest of this, roster.
Schrags, don't Dan Orlovsky this thing.
Not even being listed in these odds makers. They're saying Bo Nix and CJ Stroud have a better shot than Christian McCaffrey. I'm telling you this. There are 50 voters. Orlovsky's one of them. There are several at ESPN. We're humans. I am not one. I don't know if everyone's looking at the EPA stats and the strength of schedule. They might just be looking at when the games mattered the most, who played the best. Stafford threw 3 picks on a Monday night game in Atlanta last week. Drake Maye was up 21-0 and lost against Buffalo the last time we saw them on national TV.
Shut up, dude.
The last 3 weeks, though, of the season, the 49ers had prime time against the Colts. McCaffrey ran wild. Prime time last week against the Bears. McCaffrey ran wild. And if he goes 1,000 and does it by beating the Seahawks for the number 1 seed, I'm telling you, odds makers be damned. This thing can flip. There is a narrative to be said that, hey, this is the year that we give it to a running back.
Okay, I don't really. With what Drake Maye has done, I understand you guys don't want to crown him. I understand that.
Guys.
It was really cute, though, that you crowned Malik Neighbors and you called him better than Terry McLaurin before anything happened, basically, before this season, which was a wild move by you. But you've hit on a lot of things as well that were wild.
Yeah. Is that such a wild move that Malik Neighbors has a higher upside and might be a better receiver than Terry McLaurin?
That wasn't the conversation.
Sorry. You're doing exactly what ESPN people do. So, that is, let's just go ahead and let's stop doing that. But just what Drake Maye has done this season, there shouldn't be hey, let's pitch for somebody else to win it. What Christian McCaffrey has done, certainly special. And we are some of his biggest fans, whatever the case. Drake Maye is 23 in his second year. And even with this 32nd ranked schedule or whatever, what he has done against common opponents with Matthew Stafford, who people are saying has done it, is better than what Matthew Stafford was doing. It's and you can't really name, Stephon Diggs. Okay, keep going.
Exactly.
You're right.
Okay, valuable is the
Pop
V
Douglas.
in MVP, right? Okay, so it's I understand you old TV people don't want to kind of give it to Drake Maye because he's in his second year, but it's this year is warranted of an MVP winner for Drake Maye, and I respect pitching Christian McCaffrey.
For the record.
I respect Dan Orlovsky, who has a vote. I did not know he had
he shouldn't.
I did
Take
not
it
know
away.
he had a vote. I did not know Dan Orlovsky had a vote with what he did for Stafford. It's okay, I respect what you're doing. I love Matthew Stafford. I think we've been very open with our love for Matthew Stafford. Christian McCaffrey, massive fan. I've been very open about how much we like him. But
let me tell you how it's voted. So you have to fill out a ballot 1 to 5. Right. And the person you put number 1 gets 5 points. The person you put number 2 gets 4 points. The person who get number 3 put 3. So it's not necessarily who gets the most first place votes. It's this culmination of 50 different voters. And it's interesting because, yes, Orlovsky has one, but I think Boomer Esiason has one, Troy Aikman has one. There's a lot of former players who have them, but it's also writers and it's also people on TV. But I don't know if there is okay, here's how I would say it.
Okay.
We've had second-year quarterbacks. Lamar did it. Pat Mahomes did it. Kurt Warner did it. We've seen second-year quarterbacks win it.
Marino.
I don't know if they look at Drake May's season as this historic slam dunk, most valuable player type season.
All right. On that note, AP voter Tone Diggs is here. Tone, whenever you look at it all, how are you kind of viewing it? And MVP award has become quarterback award. I think that is basically what has happened. So if you guys were to not vote Drake in with the year that he's had, boy, the massholes are going to be loud for a long time about it, you know? But on that note, feels like you do understand that Drake's had a year that he's had, although your vote is not final until all 17 games are played.
Yes, I need to see all 17 games, and it is a two-horse race, I believe, between Drake and Matthew Stafford. And I respect the Christian McCaffrey angle. It's just, I feel like it's hard, even though he has basically been that entire offense, especially when Mac Jones was the quarterback. But Bijan technically is having a better season statistically than him, so that kind of hurts him in that.
Yeah, that's a team that's been eliminated since
I know.
week 12.
No, I agree. I completely agree. And yes, that's where the valuable thing comes in and all of that. But no, I don't think Drake's a clear-cut winner right now either. Like Stafford, if that game didn't happen the other night, which it did, it obviously did, and it didn't happen in week 17, like Stafford would still be the favorite.
Okay, I appreciate that. That's AP voter.
That's right.
That's a voter. Schrags and I don't have a vote. Neither does AJ. Dan Orlovsky does, though.
I don't want to vote. Stay away.
Me neither. I would like you to have the greatest weekend of all time, though. We'll see you on Monday. Goodbye.
Love you guys.
Oh, that was good. I think you did get it in. I think you did get it in. That was really good work out of you.
The wording really pissed me off, you know, and not everybody might. It's not just like the other Lamar Jackson seasons that are historic. Drake May is the first ever quarterback with 4,200 pass yards, 30-plus pass touchdowns, 110-plus passer rating, 400-plus rushing yards, and 4 rushing touchdowns. So, like, well,
yeah, but they're not going to get the
first.
number 1 seed.
But that's but like
maybe, but probably.
I mean, we've had this conversation. It would be a nightmare, and I said this, Schrager, just as a Patriots fan, I would take a win in the playoffs over an MVP.
Of course,
because if he were to win the MVP and they were to lose in the first round of the playoffs, everyone for the rest of time would call him a easy schedule merchant, and the only reason he won the MVP was because of the schedule, and that they would never actually beat a good team, and that he's not a good quarterback.
Did you know it's actually Stanford Steve told me this weekend? Easiest schedule since 1999.
Well, it sounds like we know. Does Steve have a vote? It sounds like we know what he's trying to do.
Steve says a lot.
We see. It was his birthday the other day.
Happy birthday, Steve.
Happy New Year.
He's 49.
What's that?
Yeah, he's on TV. Of course he says a lot.
Yeah.
Hey, Stevie TV is what they call Stanford. That is what they call him. He looks so young.
He does.
Doesn't that look amazing? He was wearing that red with red behind him.
I know.
Which was
great.
surprising.
That's such an aggressive move for his particular Caucasoid.
Yeah. I was more surprised seeing that than his co-host.
Love. What a moment. What a moment. So he had no idea what was coming?
Didn't look like
They're
it.
just kind of running whatever, and then natural reaction.
Life comes at you fast.
It certainly does, especially if whoever's running the video is just like, let's fucking, let's see what he does.
Take a lot.
Let's see what he does here. What about Happy New Year?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Respect working those hours too
on New Year's. Legit. Now, granted, we had 3 New Year's, Shrags. We were flying.
Oh my gosh.
We hit them all. We had 26 hours at least. AJ, have you thought about that? How many hours we had on December 31st? It had to be.
I have not yet.
Had to be 27 hours. Have not thought about it. It's because
He's living the moment.
Yeah, he's right now.
I'm here. I'm here.
And then the next one. And then the next one.
Shrags, we learned this about AJ. He broke this down to us on the flight to the Cotton Bowl or to LA. He literally just lives in the moment. I was like, we all try to live in the moment. He goes, no, but I am actually living in this moment right now. And here, and here, and here, and here. And I'm like, Jesus, you're a goldfish. I guess that's how some people would describe it, but I'm just mentally where my feet are, is what I am. And it's
My
hard.
guy.
Yeah, and right here, do you remember what this exact moment was, AJ?
I do not. No.
Okay.
We do.
So we were telling him, oh, no, there's a new king of the Big Ten, and it's the Indiana Hoosiers. He didn't want to hear it.
What was he doing?
He patting.
He was potting.
Yeah, AJ Pat.
AJ was potting all weekend, Shrags, because Ohio State lost to Miami. He was potting pretty good.
Some very lucky person at the hotel just picked up a gorgeous sweatsuit that was worn once out there.
I don't know about gorgeous. I mean,
Should have been me.
yeah, no. Granted, Connor would have certainly worn that every day, which goes to the exact point I was making there. That sweatsuit was something. That sweatsuit was something, dude. I had no idea that he was going to. Did you think that ever with AJ? No.
I certainly didn't think when I saw him wearing that
On New
that
Year's
is
Eve?
what he was going to be wearing on the sidelines.
Maybe it was because he was getting a little active because he thought he was in the game, because it was a Buckeye game and he's a little different. How about the shot of him yelling at the ref to call a fucking touchdown?
Yep.
Oh, he's in it,
that
Trix.
guy.
He's in those games for real. It's awesome to watch. It's a part of why college football is so amazing. AJ lives in the Columbus area, obviously an Ohio State legend, but it was every snap he was with it, and he just so happens to have a microphone on him with people talking shit to him while it's happening. It was cool to watch. AJ, you are why college football is great, though. Sorry, Shranks. Go ahead, brother.
I was gonna say I watched the entire broadcast and I texted you guys at halftime. Pat, I'm not trying to blow smoke up your you know what, but you did play-by-play really well also, and that's a skill that without having the spotter and the full thing, you were calling those plays as they were happening in real time from the end zone. It's pretty impressive broadcasting chops you showed there too.
No, thanks, Shranks. Yeah, it's very difficult to see anything, so I'm just saying whatever dumb brain has. But D-Butt and AJ both basically have the game pinned pretty quickly. I mean, it is a...
He almost stopped talking, so...
Yeah, 2 quarters. All right, I guess I'll stop talking. The game's over. Game's only 2 quarters because at the beginning and during the commercial breaks, everybody who had a microphone to AJ's ears were letting him know, oh, no, 14-0. This thing's over. Okay, game's over. I'll stop talking there. I won't say anything for the rest of the game. It was that's where he was doing his pouting. But for us, calling it, AJ and Darius have the game immediately.
Dialed in.
Almost immediately, exactly what we're looking for, what it's going to be. And then once you start kind of getting into it, the players make the game, So all we're trying to do is spotlight the players.
There's some dog days, I'm sure, of the sports calendar, but you have to at least pinch yourself when you're on the field in those moments, right?
Oh, yeah. The Cotton Bowl we added. We would like to do that. Can we do that? Oh, well, you're not contracted, so would you like to take one from Future? It's nah, just you guys, we're not paying to do it for sure. But the other way, can we do this? They're absolutely. We don't have any setup. So it's we're very thankful for the opportunity to do it. And when we're down there, it is always a constant reminder to each other and to ourselves about how dumb this whole life is. I don't want to speak out of pocket.
No, without a doubt. That is, you're hard pressed. We've done a lot of cool shit. I don't know if anything
Favorite
really
part of the
tops that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so stupid we get to do that.
Best part of the year.
Yeah, Rose Bowl every time. We eat the grass on the Rose
Every
Bowl
year.
every time we step onto
so
the
good
field.
this year.
We do not. So that is what you guys
That
are
is
doing?
We have
yeah.
to at our end. You have to.
Yeah, for
Have to.
the Bugle Boys' broadcast on the other
Yeah.
side, we have to have the Rose Bowl in us. We need to be penetrated
Because
by
you guys
the
played
Rose
in the
Bowl.
league, so our credibility is to have the Rose Bowl inside of us.
Yeah.
Okay, and you guys certainly do cheers that, or is it
No, just
No,
pick it
no,
up.
do it on
Very
your own.
nonchalant.
It's a
Yeah.
very personal moment when the
Yeah.
Rose Bowl enters you.
Oh, it's like
so-
a ceremony.
exactly.
Very, very much so. And even yesterday, we had a lot of that rain, so that was some of the more fresh
best,
grass
yeah.
that I've
Yeah.
had.
Noodly,
at the
if
Rose
you
Bowl.
will.
Okay, so how many pieces of grass? How many grass?
Nice
I'd say
chunk.
Yeah.
Like
20
what
to
you
30.
like what you would pick up on a tee box to see which
Yeah,
way the wind's
test wind.
going.
Yeah.
And are you doing one bite or is it in?
No,
No,
all in one.
It's a,
I think, I'm pretty sure I saw Connor pick up part of the painted grass on the sideline.
His was
too. I
as
don't
soon as
think
we
he
got
went for
down
the
there.
fresh
some
grass.
painted, and I'm going to just say it, a smidge of dirt this year. Usually,
Okay.
Yeah.
Usually it's just the grass, but I got a little of the brown stuff, and I didn't hate it.
So the granddaddy of them all was inside all
Yeah,
of you.
yeah.
This year I lipped mine. I put a lipper in for a little bit.
Oh, you're sucking
Yeah, it
down.
was nice.
Yeah, he was sucking daddy.
The granddaddy of them
Granddaddy.
all. I love that.
Tastes so good.
Why don't you guys tell me that? I can put that over that you guys are literally living the Rose Bowl.
Next time.
As
We don't want to brag about it, man.
and everybody's trying to gnaw on it.
Yeah, everyone wants to suck on granddaddy.
Of them all, Rose Bowl.
Yes, but we honor it by doing that.
Thank you guys for doing that.
Yeah.
So
Hey, Pat.
that's what you can feel through the TV, Shregs. You can feel that.
Tomorrow, Shrags, do it to the field. Tampa. It's,
I will.
Oh, yeah,
Tampa.
maybe grab a piece of the ship actually and eat.
There you go.
it's not the Rose
Suck
Bowl.
on the
but-
ship.
Yeah, take a splinter.
Pat, weather-wise, Montana State or Rose Bowl rain? What do you remember more?
I would take Rose Bowl rain 1,000 times out of 1,000, I think.
Yeah.
That Montana State thing, it was so cold. And shout out to the game day crew. So at Montana State, we were powering through generators because it was so cold. So they were losing power, and they had to make a decision on, like, do we send the show or do they still get a heater for their feet? You know, like, that was decisions that were being
Either or.
That was decisions that were being made. So obviously the feet heater lost there. So they sent that thing out to the world so we could continue to be live. And I'll tell you what, that was a decision that was made that did not think about the humans that were out there. It was really cold. Because even the fans that were out there freezing with us, they had like fires going around. Like they were around fires. It was like -14 or something like that. -20 was crazy. The frozenness of everybody's body while we were doing the show will make me remember that forever. But also, it's not a bad memory. Like, that's not a bad memory.
Yeah.
That was cool to be a part of. Don't want to sign up for it again, but it was certainly like a cool moment that I remember forever. That Rose Bowl rain, I think Saban was in the worst spot. So with the way the wind was blowing into the stage. My left side was getting hit. Herbie's right side was getting hit. So if it was Herbie's right side in my left side, I think that was basically
The full width of his back.
I think Saban was getting hit by that. It was like 50, 55. It wasn't like freezing. Could see the breath a couple times though. But yeah, we were just getting onslaught from behind us. But it was like
Couldn't believe I would turn, because I went to sleep probably right after the game Thursday night, and then I wake up and there you are in Los Angeles. I mean, it's just unbelievable to me.
Thank you. It was unbelievable to me too. And I'll tell you what, I almost missed that one. I gave myself the hoot with the owl, soar with the eagle speech like 10 times.
Yeah, you have to.
That 6 a.m. local, that game day goes live. 5:27, I'm still naked in my bed.
Really?
Yeah, I'm naked in my bed. And I'm laying there staring, doing the, you get to do this. You can't be just out there hooting with the owls if you can't soar with the eagle. Could you imagine you don't show up?
Yeah.
What is Saban going to say about you? You don't show up to this thing. And I immediately get up.
But how good did that pillow feel? Oh.
I was thinking about it the whole time. I was thinking about it. And then I get outside. The bus or whatever, and it's actual monsoon happening. And it's like, all right, at least this wakes me up though, And then you walk down the tunnel, and it was all drenched. I'm in cowboy boots. Maybe I got to eat shit.
Slipping and sliding.
So like I'm like dancing down this tunnel while drenched, and it was like I like woke up, dude, And then you get down onto the field, and they're obviously working their asses off with the squeegees, which we appreciated for sure. Because if that would have sat there, I don't know how much more it could have taken with the amount of water that was falling in there.
Nice.
The field itself was unbelievable. Where we were, it wasn't even that bad.
No.
The Rose Bowl crew did a phenomenal job, but playing down 200 feet, back up, can't land.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that was at 1:15. And then we get 2 a.m. to LAX, 2:40 back to Pasadena, 2:45 back to Pasadena. Shout out to Denzel driving me over there to get back there. So then 3 o'clock to 5:10-ish, 5:15, we're trying to pass out, and then we wake up.
Did you sleep at all or no?
I got like an hour and 40, 2 hours there. But it was we're lucky to do it. As soon as you get down to the game day set, it's like at the fucking Rose Bowl. You see Steve over there.
Yeah, wearing his.
Jolly.
Yeah.
Didn't even know it was his birthday.
Yeah, here's a guy.
Exactly.
Yep.
It's like, good to see you, Steve. Appreciate you. The whole crew, the camera crew were all there. I didn't see them the last time. I don't think they were there, so it was good to see them. Good to see you. Good team. Some of them are just getting absolutely pissed on. It's like,
When we got to the hotel, they were leaving to go to the game day set.
Yeah, to go set up all the stuff.
Yeah, when I got to thing, they had already set up all of the security barricades to get in for the day because people were checking into work for the day as we were getting there for the first time. Yeah. 1 through 2.
I did Good Morning Football for many years, and we used to do the draft in those LA, like we did the draft in Vegas. I'll never forget. I had a 2 a.m. call time in Vegas because we need, it's whatever. And I'm walking up there, and the entire world is at the casino tables. The entire world is spilling out of clubs, and I'm wearing a shirt and tie with a mock draft at 2 a.m, walking up to the room to do the filming. I mean, it was crazy.
Yeah, you morning show, folks. What time did you guys start Eastern?
We used to start at 7 Eastern, so it'd be 4 Pacific. And, we have the Zoom call, the meeting, the whole thing. When they moved the show to the West Coast, it was like, you lose years off your life, and that I couldn't do it much longer.
And we're pumped you came over to
Hell
Houston.
yeah.
How's that for a morbid take?
No, we are pumped. The morning show thing, I started with the Bob and Tom folks, which are radio. Yeah. And by started, I mean like once a week I would go in there. you commit your entire life to doing morning. I mean, that is, hey, you're going to bed 9 o'clock because you're up.
I did it 10 years on the East Coast, but when the West Coast, when the show's over and the sun's not up yet,
You're a third shifter, brother.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what that becomes. And shout out to all the third shifters, but on
No doubt.
Their entire life is different. And I'm happy you said, I don't know if I'm built for it. I don't know if I am built for it. We got a couple other questions about what's happening around the NFL, Schrags, before we make our picks and get the hell out of here. It's going to be a great weekend.
It's going to be a great weekend.
It's going to be a very good weekend.
Yeah.
We got great ball this weekend, Schrags. Great ball this weekend.
So good.
Week 18 of the NFL season's about to deliver. Ty Schmidt has a question for you, Schrags.
Yeah, Schrags, just curious, when you look at the potential number one pick in the draft and how that can shake out, I know a lot of New Yorkers are all pissed off because the Giants won last week, and if they lose, it's not guaranteed. You know, there's a chance they could either have the number 2 pick. I don't know if they have the number 1 pick. They could go all the way down to 7. How do you think this is going to shake out? And also, have you heard anything? Like, is Fernando Mendoza for sure going to be the number 1 pick in the NFL draft?
Yes.
There's such a long way to go, but I would say he is the perennial favorite right now with 2 teams, the Jets and the Raiders, both in desperate need of a young quarterback. So you would assume that he would be, and he has checked every box. And I spoke to Daniel Jeremiah for a while this week because I don't think there's anyone better as far as year-round doing this stuff. And DJ was like, the nitpick on him is that it's all RPO. It's all RPO. So he's like, so I went through all the 3rd and 7s or longer, and this kid is money in that situation without the RPO. He's smart as hell. He's a great kid, and he takes a beating and just gets right back up. The comparison that DJ made, which I thought was really good, and I shared it on Get Up this morning, everyone's talking that he's, well, it's Kirk Cousins because of his personality. That's fine. Playing-wise, though, and I think it's a really good compliment, he said Matt Ryan, where it's just big body, smart as hell, can do the progressions, can stand in the pocket, and is just a leader in every single way. I mean, and that to me is worthy of the 1st overall pick. The other quarterbacks in this draft are you got Moore, who's a bit of a long shot to be the number 1 pick, and the number 3 quarterback. We don't know if Simpson's coming, what his deal is. We don't know if Trinidad Chambliss is going to skyrocket up, but it is a shallow quarterback draft class, to say the least.
Fernando is definitely the number 1. Once they meet him and talk to him, it's only going to grow. And I think maybe even a team that doesn't need doesn't appear to need a quarterback might want to make their move for Fernando. I appreciate your comparisons to Matt Ryan and Kirk Cousins and stuff like that. He's a dog, though. And not that they weren't. Okay, I think they obviously have to be dog to be able to play in the NFL and everything like that. But the way he talks is that of a football dog. He takes a lot of pride in the fact that he's tough. He takes a lot of pride in the fact he's a good teammate. He brought all the boys up to the Heisman. And everybody's talking about Diego and his offensive lineman. For sure, should be a part of it. Fernando's boys were there too with him, and they got trapped up there. They actually there was a flight situation. They all hung out. Is that
right?
And Fernando led the way. It's like I don't know. Maybe we're too
close. How about this?
We're too close to
How about
situation.
He's 6'5".
He
goes to New York.
Schrags.
6'5". He's a beast. He can move. He moved yesterday. And I'll tell you this. He goes to New York, and I know that this was covered at the time, but what's he do Saturday Heisman afternoon? Is he out, shopping himself? No, he took 10 different kids whose parents suffer from multiple sclerosis on a shopping spree around New York City. That's how he spent the day. I've never met him. But if you think he's cringe or dorky, please go get your quarterback. I will take this kid 10 out of 10 times.
He is dorky, though.
And that's okay.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Can he win me games?
I think it's a good thing that he's a dork. We need to start changing that. I have nerds and dorks get upset at me. It's I don't mean this 20 years ago, nerd and dork. I feel like now nerd is a good thing. It's a good thing to be a nerd or a dork, I think.
Yeah, I would call myself a nerd or dork. The first thing I'm doing after this is going to watch Stranger Things. Is that nerdy and dorky? Maybe. Am I going to play video games all weekend?
I think culture's a little bit more
because Ruben Bain's doing the same thing. So.
I think culture's a little bit more nerdy and dorky.
Now the Legos thing.
Because we do a lot of tech stuff and all
But
that
you said, too, he doesn't play like that when he's on the field.
No.
He's a fucking killer on the football field.
And also, I got cracked, no pause, and then just kept rolling. It's okay. I think he's a guy. I think he's a program generational quarterback is what I think of Fernando Mendoza. That is how I view him. Just everything about him screams guy. Like everything about, he's addicted to film, super smart, loves his teammates. You talked about him taking the shopping spree to the kids of MS families. That's because his mom has MS. So he's literally watched life go the way it's gone and has found motivation, inspiration, never going to get in trouble. And oh yeah, he can fucking spin it. Everything is the tightest spiral. Every ball coming out of his hands is an absolute dart. AJ, am I mistaken in that? Even his warm-up throws, because of the white paint on the ball, you literally see it. Now, he's need to hold on the ball there on the sideline, but when he spins,
Almost killed Sig.
I mean, it's a perfect throw every single time, it feels like, AJ. So if he goes to a cold weather climate, he'll be able to handle it. It feels like he is a generational type NFL quarterback potentially, is what it feels like, AJ.
Yeah, he feels like the prototype that you would want, and all of his everything, like the mental part of it, is just on top of what he does physically is what puts him over the top for me. Like he seems like a no-brainer.
Can he figure it out though at the NFL level? That's always going to be the question at the quarterback position.
Well, there's also this knock that, well, he was a 1-star recruit. Guess what? Cam Ward was a 0-star recruit. And I don't care what guys were recruited by the services when they were 15, 16 years old. Can we take the kids for what they are now? He's 22 years old. He's played in, I believe, 33 college football games now. He started them. If we haven't learned anything from Bo Nix and Tyler Shuck the last 2 years, I'll take a quarterback with some experience and who's played in multiple systems over the raw product who you say, well, he could jump real high.
Yeah, and he might be able to jump high.
We don't know.
We have no idea. Him running yesterday was so funny.
Yeah.
Because he's a lumbering lad. And it's like, I didn't know this was a part of his game. Carson Beck doing the same exact thing. I wonder what Carson will do, for the quarterback draft class going forward, honestly, because he's
a big sumbitch, too.
really
And
tall.
there's your 5-star guy who we've been hearing about since he was 12.
Correct.
So that's the other side of the spectrum, right?
And he's won big games. You can point it like, hey, he's been a part of big games and has won big games. His teammates like him. He's been in 2 different places. Like, there is a lot to like about Carson Beck as well. And then Dante Moore, I guess there's a chance, if you listen to Pete Thamel earlier, where he goes back to Oregon. So it's like,
He was another one of those 5-stars.
all of a sudden you got some questions up there at the top. All of a sudden you got some questions at the top. Are the Indiana Hoosiers about to have the number 1 overall pick?
Yes.
Right?
It feels like they are a lock to, especially when you like kind of.
At DraftKings, I believe he's minus 450 to go number 1 overall.
He's this big too.
Yeah.
Has Indiana had a basketball player go? Was Isaiah first overall pick?
That's a good question, Pete. When they see him too, they're gonna only be more impressed. I mean, he's big.
House.
He's very big. Like, it's like, holy shit. And the way his throwing motion is like perfect. He's got like perfect mechanics. And I'm telling you, the ball comes out fucking perfectly. I mean, it is, every time is the tightest spiral. Go ahead.
IU basketball has had 2 number 1 overall picks: Walt Bellamy in 1961 and Kent Benson in 1977.
Fucking Kent Benson was a problem.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then at the other end.
Isaiah and Victor Oladipo were first-round picks, but not number 1 overall.
Oladipo was there. He looked so cool. He had a jacket on that made him look awesome.
Was he at the game?
Yeah. A lot of Indiana legends around. Mark Cuban, I believe, was there.
Yeah, I saw Cuba Cubester.
Cube's big supporter of.
He got a big pop on the jumbotron.
Yeah, as he
did.
should. He's a big supporter of Indiana athletics. I think he is really. I think he's a part of a massive piece of Indiana sports right now, kind of having a big resurgence. So that's good. Pittsburgh guy comes to Indiana, does his thing. Cignetti, Pittsburgh guy, comes to Indiana, does his thing. We, Pittsburgh people, come to Indiana, do our thing. It's a great state over here, dude. Let's talk a little bit about Pittsburgh, though, shall we? Go ahead, Tone Diggs.
Yeah, Striggs, obviously Sunday Night Football is a big one for a lot of different reasons. Winner goes to the playoffs. Losing coach, who knows what's going to happen. Even the winning coach, as Schefter talked about earlier, who knows what happens if they have an early first-round exit in the playoffs. You've been one of the more positive people talking on TV about the Pittsburgh Steelers and their chance Sunday night. Why is that? And then what do you think about the coaching situation for these teams if obviously one of them is going to lose on Sunday night?
Aaron Rodgers lives for moments like this. Aaron Rodgers had a moment in 2022 at the end of the season where it was winning in, and it was his last game as a Packer, and he lost on Sunday Night Football to an aspiring Lions team.
Oh, no.
no.
He was about to be positive. They shut him down.
Yeah.
Okay, you're back.
He hasn't had he's looking to avenge that. And I'll tell you, last week, get it out of the system. You go into this game. They played the Baltimore Ravens a few weeks ago. Everyone picked Baltimore to win. It was in Baltimore. They punched Baltimore in the mouth right from the get-go, and they never looked back. I don't understand how everyone today wakes up and says, oh, well, at home in Pittsburgh, which might be Aaron Rodgers' last game, they might get TJ Watt back on the field. Oh, and by the way, Mike Tomlin might be coaching his last game, that they're suddenly going to take a nap and go in the corner and not show up for this one. I have full confidence that the Steelers are not going to be the same Steelers team that we saw against the Browns last week or against the Chargers earlier this season. I'm picking the Steelers to win this. I'll take those odds.
I love to hear that. Pittsburgh people are certainly going to be interested in your thoughts there, because
But I'm not sure, because I said that.
I think they're torn, brother. Go ahead.
A lot of them are like, no, just lose and just be done with this whole thing.
Exactly. Yes, that is what I'm referring to. Yeah, a lot of them are very torn. It's like, okay, so we win this game. Great. Our AFC North title, and we get a home playoff game. For what? Oh, it's going to be the 4th time we come down to Acrisure, this season, and play a team that's actually good, and they're going to beat the hell out of us in front of our faces. That has happened in Pittsburgh like 3 times this year already, right? Was it 3 times this year?
Yeah. Green Bay was at home.
Seattle?
Bills was at home. Seattle was at home.
Seattle.
Yeah.
So it's already happened 3 times at home where Yinzers have had to travel in.
Had to lead at halftime in all those.
But to get there, had to leave 2 hours before the game to get there to the tunnels.
Well, I'm going to play schedule maker. I know those guys at the league office pretty well. And traditionally, we get the 4-5 game as a Monday night playoff game for ESPN. And it's either NFC or AFC. If we're doing Panthers-Buccaneers tomorrow on ESPN, I doubt they're going to give ESPN Panthers-Buccaneers winner the following week. So I would imagine the winner of this game is going to play Monday Night Football the following week for the wild card round in that building. So if you can't get up for a Monday night game at home in the playoffs,
Oh, that'd be awesome. We're great on Monday night at home.
Undefeated.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, mama.
Shit, we're going to
Talking it, boys.
We're going to the
Divisional round. And then guess what?
Anything.
Oh, mama, I'm in fear for my life. Oh, my God.
Divisional round in Foxborough.
Already won there this year. That's a piece of cake.
Yeah.
Hey, if they go to the divisional, they're probably playing against either Drake Maye or Bo Nix. You guys.
That'd be fun.
Ever won a playoff
sick.
game?
That'd be fun. Never seen him do it. Never seen him do it.
Aaron Rodgers on the road. I've seen it before, and it was the 2011 Packers. And
So the
AJ
Steelers.
Hawk was on the team.
Yeah, they beat the Steelers in the Super Bowl that year.
They did.
He owes us one.
Oh, Lombo.
So do
This
you,
is a
May.
giant vat of iced tea from Publix alone.
I love that. Hold on. How many? He said, what is it? Unsweet or super sweet? Which one?
I go unsweet.
Of course. Just the tea only.
Gross.
Body is a temple. Here it is.
Of course. Of course. Yeah. Let's see
0
that.
calories.
Look at that.
see.
Hold on. What do we have in there? We got
Cancer,
potassium.
probably.
We got. Hold on.
There's
Age.
fucking nothing but sodium in there.
Potassium, sodium.
Just salt water?
Dump some sugar in there, Shregs.
Yeah. What is in there? Oh yeah. Go back to the ingredients, please. Can we see that? What the ingredients are? I'm sorry.
Health nut.
Down a little bit. Filtered water, brewed tea, caramel color. Oh, that'll get
I
you.
don't love that.
Potassium.
Caramel color. What am I drinking?
Potassium sorbate. There's preservative.
That's a preservative.
Okay,
shit.
so you
not
got,
good.
You got caramel color, which is just food dye, I assume, right? Nothing too bad, right? Even though heard some of these colors are really the problem.
Yeah, not great.
And then potassium sorbate, which is a preservative. I'm sure that's okay.
And then why is dehydrated piss one of the ingredients in there too?
Yeah, I didn't know they were
wait,
doing
what?
that. What animal is that from?
Yeah, good question.
AJ.
Humans.
Well, hey. Patches O'Houlihan got himself a long way drinking that.
That's right.
And Shreds is now an Emmy Award winner. So, I mean, it turns out AJ Hawk, it led him to be the all-time leading tackler for the Packers.
So,
What did?
Drinking your own urine.
Remember?
Oh, okay.
Ice cold glass
Yep,
of piss
I remember
every
this.
night.
What do you cool it down? What do you put it in the freezer for a
On
while?
ice.
Put ice
Cool it
cubes
down.
in it. What do you
on
mean?
ice. Don't act like you don't know.
Imagine how quickly ice cubes would melt in a big glass of piss.
Tell us.
Yeah, that's when you put ice
So
in coffee,
fast.
brother. That happens. But the just like, did you see Stanford Steve ordered something similar to D-Bud on our plane? I did not expect that. Did you see what they ordered? I think it's pretty similar to your order. D-Bud asked for just like basically give me 4 shots of tequila
Oh, just
with
yeah,
ice.
a glass of tequila.
Yeah, just a glass of tequila with ice. I'm like, are you putting anything in there? He's like, no.
Oh, shit.
AJ, you told us that you used to do that of piss, right? It was like you'd get the square ice
Yep.
in the thing.
With
Yeah.
the big cube,
I
please.
forgot the tequila on the
No,
plane.
actually make ice cubes out of pee. That's the other thing.
Oh, that
too.
was supposed to be a gift.
Forgot the
That was a
DJ?
gift. That was a gift from me
I know where it's
to
at.
your wife.
I know where it's at. They're not going to find it. I'll get it on Wednesday.
They got to take apart the plane.
Somebody gifted me a big bottle of tequila, and it's like,
They're not going to find it.
I can't do that. I'm in a chapter of life I cannot be doing tequila. It's just it's a decision.
I didn't even consider there would be tequila or drinking involved in the run you guys just did.
Oh, brother, it's New Year's Eve. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Jack and Diet, for sure.
Yeah.
Couple
for
Maduka.
sure.
I had no idea. I didn't even factor that in.
What do you mean you didn't factor that? It was fucking New Year's Eve.
were
3
driving.
hours straight. It was New Year's.
Shrakes, you're going to be with us
Midnight.
at the Super
Yeah, we
Bowl,
did.
So
We had to celebrate New Year's Eve 3 different times, brother.
Yeah, we were fucked up.
To be clear, there were some very banged up people on that plane, I would say. There were some boozed up people. I could not. I did have a Jack and Diet to celebrate the situation, but then there was these little gummies that AJ was handing out.
You know.
Surprise gummies.
Hey, that was crazy. AJ was just like, look alive.
AJ was so drunk.
open
He
up.
put the parachute on. We had to like rip it off him. Like he was thinking
Yeah.
about jumping.
I'm going to pull it. I'm going to pull it on the plane.
Living in the moment.
Yeah.
Think about him showing up in that moment. Whoa, how'd I get here? What were the previous moments?
What happens in this moment?
What led to this? Yeah.
All right, Shrakes. Happy New Year, dude. We appreciate the hell out of you, man. We appreciate the hell
Thanks
out
so
of
much. You guys are the
Greg.
best. Thanks for bringing me and your family. I appreciate it.
you. We're lucky. We're very, very lucky for you. We can't wait for 2026. You need to do one of these runs with us. You should. It's a pretty wild time.
Are you going next week? Are you doing any of the games?
Both of them.
Both of them, brother. Both of them, brother. Arizona, then to Atlanta.
The Atlanta one is intriguing to me
The Atlanta one should be epic. I mean,
because you have 2 quarterbacks, and I'm a draft junkie, so Mendoza and Moore together is very intriguing to me.
yeah.
Second time.
And I don't want to say when you get eyes on Mendoza, it's a little bit of a different thing. His ass, his legs, he's a horse. Like
Don't look at the Adidas pants though.
yeah, the Adidas pants. Shout out to Adidas being a part of that thing, Heisman weekend. And shout out to Adidas having Indiana and Miami.
Yeah.
So they're obviously in the dance in a big way. They've invested in college football, but they need to fix their fucking pants. I mean, the pants were loose on the quarterback. We can't have loose football pants.
No.
You know what I mean?
I might have to text old Mikey Foss and see if we can get me a little credential action here. This might be the move. This would be
Rose
good.
Bowl, you would have had no chance. The Rose Bowl is 4 different. Have
Atlanta,
you ever
though.
heard about this? Have you heard about the Rose Bowl?
No. Is it like Fort Knox?
Yes.
Yes, they actually do have it. They have it locked down pretty good. Feel safe in there.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
certainly.
feel very safe in there, but it takes time. Like you got to schedule to get into that thing. It takes a long time. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Okay, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that is very much what it is. College football playoff, I think, has been, especially Emmy Award winning Peter Schrager.
Yeah.
Nah, you know.
In Atlanta? Went to
went to
Emory.
school.
Love Atlanta.
Yeah.
I love Atlanta.
Is Emory in Atlanta?
Oh, yeah.
Georgia Tech, look out. Emory's knocking.
Yeah, they are.
Got a lot of money. They can maybe
Cup.
build you guys might be able to build a football team. Yeah. All right.
Bingo.
Ladies and gentlemen, our friend. What are you doing? You're on the sideline tomorrow?
Yeah, sidelines tomorrow. I'm going to have a serious face on, a suit, the tie, a whole different guy.
We like both of them.
Yeah, we do.
Ladies and gentlemen, Peter Schrager.
Yeah.